Today, we are in the midst of a gold rush, but not a traditional one. These days, the assets we're seeking are digital, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, and NFTs. There will be some huge winners during these times. People will have life-changing experiences. Others will lose. But there's always one group that wins during a gold rush, and that's those that sell the supplies to the miners, the picks and the shovels per se. But today, it's all about the on-ramp, the access to those digital assets. I want to talk about Voyager today, a business that I absolutely love. I want to talk about what it is, what makes it different, how big the opportunity Voyager has, and if you stay to the end, I'm going to share with you my price prediction for this year for Voyager.
I want to share my best ideas that make the biggest impact. Let's make an impact on society. My mission is simple. I want to make a difference in people's lives.
Welcome to Meta Impact. My name is Nico. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're coming back, thank you. I sincerely appreciate every viewer. Means the world to me that you're tuning in. And we're here together on this journey to find our financial freedom and make a difference in the world with the things we invest in. Now remember, this is not financial advice. This is entertainment only. Please do your own research, make all your own financial decisions. So let's just jump right into Voyager. I think the story has to begin with the company Square, because when I really first learned about what fintech was, or financial technology, it started with Square. I saw that they took a phone and a little card reader, a credit card reader, and they basically created an entrepreneurial service for anyone. I thought it was genius. And then they developed the Cashapp, which another just genius move, which allowed people to start essentially banking with their phone. You know, you could buy stocks, Bitcoin, you could get a loan, you could earn interest with a credit card, so many different services. And I just thought, what a genius idea to distribute the power of banking and put it in people's hands, right on their phone. You know, it really disrupted a lot of the brick and mortar feeling of what a bank had always supposed to be. Actually, just recently, I believe this past week, Square was given a charter to become a bank officially and have full financial services. You can really see that coming. But I love that democratization of finance through fintech, and I became very passionate about investing in this sector. So Square got me hooked on having fintech in the palm of my hands and buying and selling, transferring Bitcoin. I loved it. But I wanted to do more. I started learning there were other digital assets out there that were very intriguing as to their value proposition. I didn't know where to find them, and I stumbled upon the Voyager app, and it was super easy. I just downloaded it, I connected a bank account, and started buying and selling, mostly buying, my crypto and starting to accumulate digital assets. And I was so intrigued by the user interface and how easy it was that I dug into the company a little bit more, and I found in what I think is an incredible business, great values, great leadership, and wonderful opportunity. So how does the business actually work? So it's actually a brokerage, and what the brokerage does is they use over a dozen different exchanges that when you want to purchase a digital asset, they find you the best price when you want to buy or sell. Now, their fees are terrific compared to other exchanges that are out there that have an actual transaction fee, and then they also get you on what's called the spread, the difference between the buy and the sell. All that Voyager charges is that spread. The difference between the bid and the ask price, like the buy and the sell, it's very transparent. They put it right in front of you so you can see exactly how much it is to buy or sell any of their assets. The values of the company are fantastic. They're based on honesty and transparency. Just simple, that's it. Honesty, transparency, I love it. I love simple values, and I love when a company is committed to the customer, and that's really what Voyager is all about and why I love them so much. So leadership, it's so important at companies. You have to have a strong leadership team, and man, Voyager has the best team. Their CEO is Steve Ehrlich. He was the former CEO of E-Trade and brought them into prominence as a multi-billion-dollar company, and they did tremendous good for people. They put in the palm of your hands, they demystified that ability to buy and sell stocks really easy for low fees. It was a great service to the common person. And that's what Voyager is doing with these digital assets. And Steve Ehrlich is such a good guy. They have grown so fast as a company that the CEO has had to answer dozens, probably hundreds of their customer concerns. And they've handled the customer concerns very, very smoothly by listening, being empathetic, and answering people. This is a CEO that sits down and makes time to respond to people personally. How rare is that? How few leaders actually do that? And as this company is explosively growing, he continues to be loyal, transparent, great communicator, totally honest with the consumer. And it's really, people are what it's all about, and the culture are what great businesses are all about. And these guys have it all. And one of the main reasons that I have decided to focus on the financial sector is because it's so ripe to be disrupted right now. Not just the fintech industry, but the crypto and digital assets world is rising very quickly, and the traditional banking system is really at risk. They even admit it. JP Morgan's CEO Jamie Dimon recently said that banks should be scared, expletive less, of fintech, like Square and PayPal and others that are coming up really fast. He didn't even mention Bitcoin and the digital assets exchanges and brokerages. But the truth is that there is tremendous momentum coming at the established financial sector. And I'm very interested in disruptive technologies, particularly that are making people's lives better. That's why I'm focusing so much with Meta Impact right now on crypto and digital assets and the blockchain. So when it comes to Voyager, they just released their results, their quarterly results last week, and my goodness, they were just ridiculous, like unprecedented. So let's take a look at them closely and go through some of these numbers. First of all, you got to look at the revenue. In this last quarter, just going from 1.7 million to $20 million in revenue over a 3-month period is absolutely ridiculous. That is well over a 10 times increase in revenue over 3 months. Now, can that be sustained? That's another question altogether. But let's look now at the deposits. This is the amount of money flowing into Voyager, their brokerage accounts. They went from 28 million up to 400 million. That's over 14 times increase over 3 months. Now, the AUM acronym is for Assets Under Management. That's how much total assets that are inside the entire brokerage. This went up from 230 to 1.7 billion. And what to notice here is that they're aiming for 20 billion, and they're already went up 7 times in 3 months to almost 2 billion in assets under management. I wouldn't be surprised if they could hit this number within the next 12 months, if they sustain not even this rate of growth, but a more modest rate of growth. I think they could get easily to their $20 billion number, and they were expecting to not get there until 2025. That is 4 more years. So as you can see, the amounts of trades per day are exploding. The new funded accounts are all these numbers are exploding. The number of verified users has gone. I mean, these numbers are like out of control. Haven't really seen companies that grow like this. And I think we have to step back and look at these numbers kind of in a big picture. Say, well, where is this all going? Now, to my surprise, Voyager is still a very small company. They're less than $2 billion in market cap total value, and the stock is trading at about $13 to $14 as of today. But they have some significant differentiators that really set their business apart. First of all, they have one of the largest supplies of digital assets of any exchange or brokerage in the world at over 55 different coins. They also give interest. They pay you to hold the coin for over 28 of those different coins. Some of the biggest names too, 5.5% for Bitcoin, 4% for Ethereum, and so on. They've even recently added the fan favorite dogecoin of Elon Musk lore. So there's a lot of different ways to invest and earn interest using Voyager. Some of the other differentiators that really set Voyager apart. I mean, can you believe this list just goes on and on and on of the things that make Voyager special? But they have a fantastic loyalty program based around the VGX token, which we'll talk more about in its entirety in a separate episode. That's really special. Even the best opportunities, the best companies have some downsides, and Voyager has a few. Because of their immense popularity recently and the flood of people trying to sign up for Voyager, there is still a wait list to activate new accounts. Additionally, from time to time, the app updates or crashes and needs to reboot. It's a minor inconvenience in the big picture. All the assets have always been safe. I found it to be no more than a little bit of an annoyance, but otherwise, it is a downside. Finally, transfers of large amounts into the Voyager app can sometimes get held up. If you transfer in more than you're allowed to instantly deposit, it can be backed up and it can have a delay to when you can actually use those funds to invest in the account. Overall, however, there is tremendous momentum in this space, digital assets, right now. We are in a 4-year crypto cycle, of which we are in the final year, which is a bull run. The prices of digital assets are going up dramatically, and Voyager is positioned extremely well to capitalize on this momentum. They're actually expanding from just the United States to having services in Canada and in Europe before the end of this year. Additionally, on top of digital assets, they're going to add the ability to buy and sell stocks right alongside your Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other digital assets. Voyager is also adding peer-to-peer money transfers of tokens within the app if you are friends with others, very similar to how Venmo works or Square. You'll be able to transfer digital assets like US dollar coins between each other. So how big do I think Voyager can get this year? Well, I have to look at a high level first at the massive growth opportunity. The TAM, or total addressable market, is absolutely huge. If you look at a competitor like Coinbase that globally has over 43 million active users, and currently Voyager has only 200,000 funded active accounts and growing rapidly, that marketplace is absolutely massive. And with going to Canada and Europe soon, it's going to get even bigger. The growth rate recently has been unprecedented, so it really puts a high ceiling if they keep this pace going. So how high can they get? I think you have to use comparisons. Let's look at Cashapp. Just the Cashapp portion of Square is worth at least $40 billion. And Coinbase, the leading exchange globally for digital assets, is going to IPO as a public company in the United States this year at approximately $100 billion. If Voyager is valued at only $1.8 billion total, compared to the others, I definitely think that Voyager can climb to at least $10 billion in size as a company this year. That would be more than 5 times its current value. Now remember, these predictions are just for fun. Please don't take it as any financial advice. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed learning about Voyager. I certainly am passionate about it. If you got any value from this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I can't wait to see you on the next one. Take care. God bless. Peace.
Supporting themes, companies, and ideas that make the world a better place.